In a move that has fans abuzz, a reveal has surfaced of the Cybertruck's impressive interior and hints at a $42,500 price tag, which could pave the way for a planned November 30th release. These intriguing revelations have sparked speculation and excitement about whether the results are actually good or not. If what we believe is true, its superior performance is also demonstrated by its impressive off-road capabilities compared to its competitors in the electric vehicle market. How impressive will the Cybertruck really be on release day? Let's find out in today's episode of Tesla Car World. Welcome back to our channel, and before we begin, we ask that you please show your support by subscribing if you haven't already, and ringing the bell so you won't miss out on any of our interesting videos in the future. Now, let's get started with today's content. As the revelations about the Cybertruck's appearance gradually become familiar to passersby and true fans, all we are focusing on is the interior design, a close-up shot of a Cybertruck fan that shared a full look at the exterior before getting to the important matter we'll be talking about. What are the overall impressions surrounding the Cybertruck? The first here, the guy shared a video stating that $50,000 is the value of the Cybertruck. This differs from Tesla's initial announcements on the first day of its launch. However, based on inflation and supply shortages in recent years, he believes it is a reasonable price for a newly released electric pickup truck. Tesla might reduce the price as they did with the Model 3 and current Model Y, which significantly dropped since its initial reveal. Tesla will strive to improve its production to make it faster, cheaper, more efficient, and an overall better product. If the accurate price is $50,000, when combined with a $7,500 tax credit, you could own it for a lower than expected price of $42,500. When strolling around the Cybertruck, you may notice a set of all-terrain tires, which might make you wonder why it seems to use different types of tires each time. It's easy to understand that the release version would come with all-terrain tires initially, before you add off-road tire options for snow or muddy terrains to your order. This time, the hubcap has been removed to reveal a captivating wheel design, and we appreciate this wheel design when it's not concealed by the hubcap. Certainly, when it comes to owning a Cybertruck, we wouldn't hesitate to exclude it from the options to use Cybertruck with the most minimalist wheels suitable for off-roading. Moreover, you can add it as an option, but it needs to be ensured that it operates securely when moving on the highway at high speeds. Until the cameraman approaches and opens the door, he effortlessly opens it. The door handle is designed to be hidden in the corner of the window, and before that, you could open the door directly through the app on your phone. Surely, this window has been unlocked, so all we need to do is pull and open them before stepping inside. The door handle retracts at the bottom corner between the glass and the window on all doors. Inside the cabin, the interior space is truly vast, and looking at the floor space under the seats, it's quite roomy and comfortable for a tall driver, such as Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, with a weight of up to 260 pounds and a height of around 6'5". The driver can sit comfortably inside and perform impressive maneuvers while controlling a beast when navigating through rough terrain. We see many other trucks can do this, so it may not be unique to the Cybertruck, but there is a lot of space here to place items on the floor in front of the driver, a plus for a pickup truck that's supposed to fit in a standard 20-foot wide garage. A notable point here is the steering wheel, which no longer features the Tesla logo at the center. Instead, it showcases the distinctive Cybertruck logo, surrounded by illuminated control buttons. We used to think that maneuvering could become challenging when control buttons are on the steering wheel. Now, we could speculate about the possibility of drive-by-wire and buttons within easy reach of the hand, allowing the driver to easily navigate even in off-road conditions. Over the years, pickup trucks have evolved to meet consumer demands for lifestyle vehicles with larger cabins and more luxurious features. Ford's first-generation F-150 had a ratio of 36% cabin and 64% bed. Now that ratio has shifted, with the latest models having a cabin ratio of 63% and a bed ratio of 37%. The Cybertruck is also equipped with a rear control screen, which seems to set the stage for further improvements in the Model Y, as the final version of the Model Y does not yet feature this design. Additionally, the center screen provides us with a comprehensive view of its actual range based on our calculations. Tesla initially announced that this vehicle could travel over 500 miles on a single charge for the highest-priced variant on 250 miles for the base variant. However, the first release version may have a range of 300 miles. In this instance, we can see that the Cybertruck is in a charging state with a current battery level of 71%. Although Tesla is using a percentage ratio for the battery charging status instead of displaying the remaining status in miles, we can still get a fairly good idea of the displayed range through some simple calculations. To account for potential rounding errors, the remaining 16 miles displayed on the navigation map would use 5% of the battery. This means that each 1% of the battery can cover approximately 3.33 miles, providing an operational miles of 333 miles from a full charge. However, we believe making any predictions based on these observations is not advisable because we don't know how the vehicle is being driven, and this can significantly impact the range. Therefore, it is not prudent to make any assessments until we see the figures verified by the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA. The EPA's range is expected to be significantly longer, but some reservation exists among reservation holders as Tesla has mentioned a range of over 300 miles for the dual-motor version of the Cybertruck, expected to be the first version released. Moreover, Elon Musk believes that an electric vehicle doesn't need a range beyond 250 miles. From Musk's perspective, if you can drive at a highway speed of 80 miles per hour for 3 hours straight, you'd want to stretch your legs, use the restroom, and have a slice of pizza. During that time, your car would be fully charged, and you could drive it another 3 hours and repeat the cycle. Most of us tend to agree with Musk's belief. It's rare for someone to drive continuously for 5 to 6 hours at highway speeds without taking a break. It's meaning an electric vehicle with a range of 250 to 300 miles is sufficient. According to our informal observation based on the charging network map, charging stations are typically spaced about 125 miles apart across rural areas in the United States. Clearly, there are exceptions as Tesla continues to build and expand its network. Additionally, California, with its dense Tesla population, appears to have a higher concentration of charging stations. We also got a pretty great look at the Cybertruck's user interface, including a truck view mode and alerts for the driver about which doors open. It also features the capability to control the tonneau covers from the cabin, and now this feature has been clarified from previous predictions. A couple other things I noticed are that the electric tonneau cover at the back of the bed seems to operate much smoother than the first time we saw it, and it's evident that Tesla has improved that rolling cover. It's fantastic that there's a small button at the rear where you can simply press it to open the rolling cover or use the center control panel from the screen to do so. It's worth noting that when you buy another pickup truck without a powered rolling cover, it certainly won't be of the same quality as what Tesla's done. Typically, it's an additional cost, but there are some models you can get it bundled with. Similar to being included in the high price of a Ford Ranger, in reality, the Raptor version adds that cost if you choose to add the rolling cover option. The small details about the Cybertruck reflect society's position on the design and feature of new vehicles. From the beginning, the Cybertruck has been unlike any other vehicle on the market. Even a few years after its debut, the Cybertruck remains a uniquely desired pickup truck. How can the Cybertruck show off its full potential? All of us still seem to be curious about the off-road capability of the Cybertruck as promised by Tesla. The glimpses of the testing results are somewhat limited as we only see a few video clips of its appearance at off-road testing locations in the Hollister Hills State Vehicular Recreation Area or at the Baja Off-Road Racecourse. There aren't many final results revealed, but we can make some conjectures based on the testing results that competitors of the Cybertruck have also conducted at similar locations. A recent video shot during pre-production testing gave us some hints. And now we have additional context to supplement in the form of a comparison between the Cybertruck, Ford F-150 Lightning, and Rivian R1T. Ford CEO Jim Farley took the first shot at Elon Musk by sharing video of the Ford F-150 Lightning tackling a staircase challenge similar to what the upcoming Tesla Cybertruck is expected to face. A Rivian R1T owner also took their truck on the same named road, creating what seems to be a direct showdown between the three beasts. There are many factors that could lead to the F-150 taking the lead. These factors include the driver's experience, tire pressure, tire size, temperature, suspension system settings, and many other variables that need careful consideration. We still have a bit of a memory of the Cybertruck's victory in a towing challenge against the F-150. The Cybertruck has a towing capacity of up to 14,000 pounds and ideal torque, which could play a significant role in certain challenges. In addition, the Rivian R1T, currently the off-road champion among fully electric vehicles on the market, has a suspension travel of 6.5 inches and a ground clearance of 14.4. In contrast, the Cybertruck can raise and lower itself by 14 inches between the highest and lowest suspension settings. In theory, this gives the Cybertruck a clear advantage over Rivian and Ford. This is not to mention the Cybertruck's exoskeleton made of stainless steel, providing additional flexibility when facing challenging environments. Even in the challenges like the Tommy gun test and shooting arrows at the Cybertruck's steel shell, these actions hardly affect the passengers inside the cabin. Overall, it remains fascinating to see these three vehicles go head-to-head in an off-road race. And finally, we'll have some info about the final preparations leading up to the unveiling at the end of November. How fast will Tesla complete their deliveries? You know, Tesla will only deliver 10 Cybertrucks at the upcoming delivery event. We've suspected that Tesla would only deliver electric trucks to employees and those within the company because they've not yet disclosed the specifications and pricing for the production version of the vehicle. However, every day the Cybertruck continues to roll out of the production facility, and on average, we can see around 9 to 10 complete trucks in the parking lot near the factory. So, we believe that the initial 10 Cybertrucks will indeed be delivered to the first attendees of this event, and then additional orders will be delivered to subsequent customers, and it won't stop at just 10. As of now, it seems there are approximately 200 to 300 Cybertrucks ready at locations to prepare for the delivery day. Something special. It's not a random coincidence that the delivery day is close to Turkey Day. So it seems we'll have 2 Thanksgiving days this year. Elon Musk previously declared that he hoped it would take about 18 months for Tesla to ramp up production of the Cybertruck to 5,000 units per week. This would set the production target for the mass market around 2025. Alongside the high hopes for the Cybertruck orders, following the intense reaction from fans about the plans to sue early owners selling their Cybertruck reservations for $50,000. Since we reported on these changes, Tesla has swiftly revised its decision. The section titled Cybertruck Reservation no longer exists in the agreement on Tesla's website. The general language about reselling remains, but that primarily applies to dealerships and has existed in many previous versions of the agreement. There has been much reasonable discussion about this clause according to our reports over the weekend. On one hand, nobody likes scalpers, and a clause like this could help deter their behavior. But on the other hand, nobody likes being told what to do with their car once they bought it. It's yours, and you should be able to do what you want with it. Such clauses are uncommon, but have been used by Ferrari. When buying a new Ferrari and reselling it for profit, you would immediately be blacklisted by Ferrari. Nevertheless, there is still a possibility that this section may reappear in future versions of the agreement, or possibly in an agreement specifically tailored for early Cybertruck buyers. Firstly, the purchase contract terms that Tesla has posted are not unprecedented and are believed to be enforceable. Do you think Tesla's legal team's unfamiliar with simple contract law? They've signed much more complex contracts with foreign countries to establish and operate their factories on their borders. Secondly, this could be just an experiment to gauge public sentiment before the launch date, and it has certainly garnered significant attention. It wouldn't be surprising if it reappears with modifications to make the terms more palatable. In my opinion, one amendment could be that there are no restrictions on reselling the first Cybertruck you attempt to sell. But limitations would apply to the subsequent use of the vehicle, such as access to the charging system, warranty, and repairs. The future fees for those who resell may be seen as an installment penalty. Speculators and some greedy dealers have harmed the prices of new electric vehicles, as seen with the Hummer EV and others. The damages can be significant, so Tesla might want to put an end to this. Price hikes damage the sales volume of electric vehicles and can harm long-term customer bases. Are you willing to pay a huge sum of money to buy from greedy people? And what are you hoping for on launch day at the end of November? We hope you'll have the most relaxing feelings after watching this video. If you did, please hit the like button and join the Tesla Car World family by subscribing to our channel. And don't miss out on any of our awesome videos by hitting the bell icon. We value your feedback and your time. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Until then, stay safe and have fun.